Hey friends, it is day 2 of 30 Days to Save ICC. And I just want to begin by saying the outpouring of love, support, prayers, text messages, child, even people who previously ignored my text messages asking for help reached out to me yesterday to give me thoughts and prayers. Thank you. Thank you so much. You got to excuse me. My wagon is dragging. I was up until 1 a.m. last night because it was so important to me to make sure that I go into every single comment and respond or acknowledge every single kind word, every single piece of advice, every single prayer that was extended to me yesterday, because y'all didn't have to do that, but you did. Yesterday, the Xaviera YouTube channel picked up, I think, over 50 followers, well, subscribers on YouTube. The video that I put out yesterday was watched over 3,000 times. But let me tell you about that video. It was so hard for me to make that video because I suffer from a disease known as care too much. I care too much what people think about me. I care too much about people's perception of me. There's a level of embarrassment for me to be in this particular situation after owning and operating a business for 15 years, because my brain tells me that I did something wrong or that I wasn't smart enough to be able to navigate all of the different obstacles that came along my way during this business that has ultimately led me to being in this position. And that's just the honest to God truth about it. I try to pride myself on being transparent with my ICC friends because I feel like that deepens the bond between us. But there are some things that just innately, I'm like, dang, like I don't even want to have to say this, or I don't want to have to share this. But I put my pride to the side yesterday because I felt like my community would not make me feel inadequate. My community would not make me feel less than. Y'all proved me absolutely right yesterday. And I just thank you so, so much. So much good advice. So many great and positive messages and prayers and feedback. Like, one of my ICC friends was like, "I'll be seeing you around Gwinnett County." I was like, "Girl, wait, you ain't even say hi." Then my second thought was, I hope I wasn't looking a mess, because y'all know I will leave the house dressed like a Power Ranger to go to Walmart. And I was like, man, I hope when she saw me I ain't look a mess. But that's back to my caring too much. But let me just share some positive things with you, because YouTube told me that most of y'all only watch my videos for 4 minutes. And I guess y'all was like, girl, get to the point, because I got other things to do. So there are some things that I want to get into today just really quickly. First things first, y'all pulled up. Yesterday, the site got nearly 4,000 hits. Ultimately, I need 10,000 hits a day to just be fine, to skate, smooth sailing, no issues, no worries. I need 10,000. But when I tell y'all, I have been working sunrise to sunset just to get 2,000. So in one day, with y'all understanding the assignment and knowing what is necessary to help me, y'all pulled up and doubled my situation in one day. And that is something to be celebrated. Shout out to Nikki Gilbert. Let me take a moment to shout out Nikki Gilbert, because Nikki Gilbert shared my post that I wrote about her lawsuit and ongoings on with P Valley and Lionsgate. She shared that article, and she also thanked me for covering, the case or the lawsuit. So I reached out to Nikki yesterday, because even whether or not I agree with whether or not she has a case, because I'm not a juror, so that's really none of my business. I'm just waiting for P Valley season 3, because Diamond is still in the trunk. But anyway, I reached out to her and I was like, hey, Ice Cream Convos always provides a safe space for anyone to come talk about whatever it is that they want to talk about. So I'm going to extend that invitation to you. If you want to come on my platform and just straight from the bird, what is it? Straight from the horse's mouth. And then if y'all have questions for her, then I can ask the questions. So I did extend that invitation. I have not heard back from her yet. Shout out to everyone who came to the site and supported and read the stories. Shout out to the people who joined my Patreon, but not just join the Patreon. You join for $5. And I know for some people, $5, like, girl, that ain't no big deal. But it's just the point of the matter that you could have joined for free. You joined under the $5 membership just to sow a seed into me. That meant the world to me. Thank you so much. I hope all of you saw my responses to your comments. I have some questions that you guys asked that I want to answer really quickly. Someone asked, am I on Threads? Yes, I am on Threads as Xaviera, and I am on Threads as Ice Cream Convos. I will drop the links in the description below. Someone asked, am I on TikTok? Same thing. Yes, I am on TikTok as Ice Cream Convos and Xaviera. Do I have a podcast? Absolutely, I got a podcast. There's the Ice Cream Convos podcast. I will drop the link in the description below, but the easiest way to get to it is Ice Cream Convos podcast. I typically do the podcast with my best friend Carla. She lives in Philly, and I'm down here in Atlanta. And the podcast has been on hiatus because, like, when I podcast by myself, it just don't hit the way it hit when I podcast with my bestie. Because she just brings something to that podcast that just makes it so special. When I'm going off the rails, she's basically like keeping things grounded, coming with like information and things of that nature when I just want to cut the fool. And I feel like it's a beautiful and perfect balance. But just like life has been lifing for me, life has been lifing for her as well. But because I am in the red zone, I am in code 3, man down, code 10, man down situation. I have to bring this podcast back. So I'm going to reach out to her today just to see if there's some type of way, shape, or form that we can finesse this back into her schedule. If it's not feasible right now, I'm going to have to come back solo. Basically, what I've been doing now is anytime that I interview someone, I will take their interview and release it as a podcast episode just to kind of not lose whatever momentum I have with the podcast. But if you want a treat, just go back to just any podcast with Carla and I, and you will understand why our podcast is one with both of us. It is this, what is that what the young people do? It's this with both of us. The podcast will be back. This week, I'm going to run my interview with Nisha and Jazz from 1,000 Pound Roomies. I'm going to do that this week. Last but certainly not least, before I go, lives. My Desi wants me to get into doing lives again. And I know some of y'all like, finally, because there are so many of you that are like, friend, I missed the Friday night chats. So this is my ask of you. Please drop down in the comments below, and this will let me know how many of y'all watched the video till the end. But drop down in the comments below and let me know, if I am to go live, do you prefer that I go live once a week, or do you prefer that I do something like going live at least once daily and just kind of do a recap of the day's top stories? Because I was thinking, if I were to do something like that, then I could take the audio from that and turn that around, because someone suggested that I pivot Ice Cream Convos into audio visual instead of writing, because people don't be liking to read. After YouTube got monetized, that was definitely my plan to go down the visual route. Another ICC friend said, hey girl, you may want to lean in the podcast because some of us are busy. We mamas, we be in the car, we be dropping off, picking up kids from school. Give me something I can listen to in the car. Give me something I can listen to in my headphones when I'm in the grocery store picking up groceries. And I was like, that's the podcast. That is the podcast. So would you prefer like a once a week recap of the whole week type of podcast situation, or a once a week live recapping everything that went on that week? Or do you want that daily scoop? That is my question to you. What would you prefer? Don't forget, all the links that you need to connect with me will be in the description box below. If you have watched this video to this point, congratulations. You deserve. Congratulations. But again, all jokes aside, thank you so much for standing 10 toes with me. I've heard from people I went to high school with. I had like, the love has been so real. I feel the love. The love has inspired me. It has empowered me. It has motivated me. Y'all, I'm going to fight. It's going to be this for the next 30 days. So again, friends, I love you so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you. Day two. So I'm getting ready to get to work. And listen, I am open to all thoughts, views, and opinions. If you have a suggestion, drop it down below. If you have a question, drop it in the comments below. And in the very next video, I will make it my business to try to make sure I acknowledge whatever you asked of me or whatever information that you need. Okay? All right. See you later. Bye.